Mathematical ideas in bowling. Here's a little short background bowling. Started in England in 1366. King Henry III banned bowling from the country of England as it seemed to be a distraction from archery practice for his soldiers. This date marks the first official mention of bowling in historical records. Modern-day bowling appears to have roots in Germany. Dating back to 300 CE, at the time, most Germans carried kegels, a wooden pin-shaped rod for sportive protection, and it seemed to believe that knocking down these kegels or pins with a rock would pardon their sins. Now we'll be looking at mathematics in bowling and how do you get a perfect strike. Now, we know a little bit of background on bowling and where it came from. Now let's get into how to achieve a perfect strike in the game of 10-pin bowling. In the next 5 or so minutes, this very informational clip will better explain and define how bowlers achieve this very difficult task of getting a perfect strike.
Bowling as a hobby is fun, but it's more subtle than most people realize. Professional bowlers leave nothing to chance when going for a strike. Pros often attack the pins with a swerve, known as a hook. But why do they adopt this technique? Yoshimi Kitaoka helped us investigate. He's a pro with amazing ball control, who's bowled 9 perfect games in his 31-year career. Our experiment gets underway. The footage shot at high speed reveals some of the secrets behind making constant strikes. The 10 pins are arranged in a triangle with 91.4 centimeter sides. As the ball's diameter is 21.8 centimeters, it's impossible for the ball to topple all 10 pins in one go. For a strike, a domino effect is required. We wondered if there is an ideal path to achieve a strike. To try and find the best point of contact, we rode the ball along different routes. First, we rolled it straight into the head pin. This method tends to leave pins at the back standing with almost no possibility of recording a strike. We then roll the ball on each side of the head pin. Rolling the ball on the right side leaves pins standing on the left. Conversely, rolling it on the left side leaves pins standing on the right. Kitaoka showed us how to improve our strike rate. He says it's essential to roll the ball in from a certain angle.
このぐらいですね。これが最高の角度。これが3度。要するにパーフェクトストライク理論でいくと、この角度を持って入ったボールというのはストライクになる確率がほぼ 100% に近いということなんですね。
The ideal line is on an angle of between 3 and 6 degrees from the straight line passing through pins 1 and 5. Aiming for this area, known as the pocket, increases the chances of getting a strike dramatically. Repeating the experiment produces a strike every time. Let's examine how the pins fall, focusing firstly on the pins on the outside of the triangle. We can see how the front pins take down the back pins. The remaining 3 pins are knocked down by a combination of pin and ball. When the pins topple like this, it's referred to as a perfect strike, the ideal method for a maximum score. However, without a hook, it's impossible to bowl the ball along this line. The ball would have to be released from the neighboring lane to achieve an angle of between 3 and 6 degrees with a straight delivery.
ストレートボールだと隣のレーンの真ん中ぐらいしから投げないとその角度って得られないんですね。そのためにフックボールというのは、必要不可欠になってくるわけですね。
Attacking the pocket with a hook is what professionals swear by, and the only way for securing a perfect strike.
Okay, now let's review the video and talk some math. The video spoke on the width of the widest part of the triangle range pins, which is 91.4 centimeters. Another fact they spoke on was the diameter of the bowling ball, which is 21.8 centimeters. Another thing they spoke on was how to achieve a perfect strike, or as close as you can get to one, is to have the ball enter the pins on a slight angle, which is between 3 and 6 degrees. This is very hard to do with a straight line to the pocket, so most pros achieve this by entering the pocket on a slight angle by using a hook.
Boom! Bonus fact.
Here's a little bonus fact for you. All pros use a hook ball, and the amount of hook you produce is measured by using revs. Revs is revolution, and this is measured by how much the ball rotates going down the lane. The next video will be a video of a PBA pro throwing a shot, and on the side you will be able to see the stats of his shot, like position at the arrows, position at the break point, his speed, and the revolutions he produces by throwing a hook ball.
1 pin separating these two through 3. Remember the last couple weeks, all those chasing 300 alerts we put up?
Yeah.
We haven't even been close to dropping one of those today. It's been a real slugfest.
Good shot there.
Yeah, best shot of this match. For
yeah. Look at the angles right here created by Francois Lavoie. But again, what's really lacking is the rev rate. And the deeper and the more angle you create, the harder it is to get that 10 pin out for a right-hander when you're crossing that many boards, which makes Francois' pocket a little bit tighter.
Svensson, the Swede, in the 4th, the lefty hammers them back.
You see the difference there in rev rate, almost a little over 200 RPMs higher for the Iceman.
Okay, what did I just see? Well, we just took a look at some pros throwing some shots in a match, and we got to see the difference between a player with a higher rev rate and a player with a lower rev rate. Both of these players used a hook ball to achieve a strike, and did so with different styles and tactics to the pins.